All right. Well, welcome. Got it. I'll pin this. So, happy August. We're here. We did it. These are the meeting make and takes from this month. I made them last week on my Facebook Live. I did not make the little tag, but the tag was probably the easiest guy. So this is the bird's eye view, and it's partnered with the stamp set. Oh darn, now I can't remember the name of it, but it's super cute. This was definitely the quote unquote difficult one to put together. It's not super difficult. I think that for me, oh, that's what I'm going to do. So I used glue dots on these pieces, but what I wanted to do was I'm actually going to sneak in a little more adhesive back behind here just to hold that all together. Um, but this one had the blender pens. So you stamp in Pretty Peacock and then you use the Stampin' Blends with it, which was kind of cool. And I don't normally do that. I don't normally use blends with not Memento ink, with like our regular ink, but I thought it went really well and I thought they were super cute. And it's kind of a fun fold. I've never built a card with like a panel like this. So, yeah, what's the one with the sentiment though? The one that you matter so many and Kathleen, it has it goes to the floral set. Can't remember the name. But the sentiments, Bird's Eye View doesn't have any sentiments in it, which is really interesting. So hey, Glenda, welcome. Um, so this was partnered, blah, 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 partnered with the Subtles paper, which is cool because I don't normally get the Subtles stack of paper. And so I was happy to get to play with that a little bit as well. And I think that this month I saved it and did it on my Facebook Live, and I think people really liked that. So this was pretty simple. This one had like an interesting like mixed technique of coloring on the leaves, and it had lemon lime twist and Pretty Peacock on the leaves, which was kind of wild. I've never done that, and I think I actually like the little birdie in shades of pink. He's kind of cute and crumb cake. And then this one was pretty standard. And then this one features the lemon lolly with the vellum, and then the black and white paper. And then I didn't have whatever twine was being used, so I just used my little buffalo check ribbon, the gingham check, because why not? And he looks super smart. Um, so this was a pretty easy class to do. I think that it's some pretty simple stamping. I mean, some of these guys are incredibly simple to stamp. There's a little bit of coloring on a few of them, but again, that's not necessary. I think you can see that even without coloring, I think the birds are really cute. So next month's kit is Halloween. I don't know if you saw, I posted it on Southern Sweet Stampers, and I will be posting it in our group tonight too. Remember when I'm hosting, you can use your incentive coupons to get your packet. So just keep that in mind. And I put the link in the newsletter, the team newsletter that came out today. I have not been very good about sending the team newsletter. Because the last time I sent it was April. But I have renewed incentive to send it because now that Terry Lynn is off Facebook, we now have someone who is going to need that email, in order to kind of stay up with what we're doing on the team. Sent that today. The link in there, there's a couple links in the team newsletter. One is to the July tutorial bundle. So if you click on the July tutorial bundle image, it'll take you to that tutorial bundle. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And then the other one is a link to the paper share. If you want to do the holiday paper share, I have a team price that's cheaper. So I basically cut out the profit that I would make. And so I pass that along to you. and both of those are in there. And then the other thing that's in there is a link to an unboxing I did at the beginning of the month where you can actually see all the papers and you can see quite a bit of product that I got in my first order. So that was the newsletter. And then September's class is Halloween. So it's one treat box and 3 cards that revolve around the pick a pumpkin, whatever, set, which is super cute. And it wasn't a set I was going to get until I saw these samples. And I like them very much. And so I thought they were very cute. So I told Candy I'm all in. And so that'll be fun. You get a quarter pack of the bones paper, the them bones paper. And then because of that, we have to wait until September 6th for me to order everything. So there's no way that you'll have it in hand for the Southern Sweet Stampers meeting. But I'll still show on that meeting how to make the projects. I'll have enough stuff, enough supplies in hand to do that. And then I think you'll have the kits by the time we have our meeting in September, which won't be until our team meeting won't be until the 18th of September. So I think it's just because the first Tuesday or the second Tuesday of the month, I just don't think there's any way I'm going to get it like back here and turned around in time. Like it's not possible. But I feel pretty confident that you'll have it by the time we meet on the 18th. So, and Paper Pumpkin is not doing a Halloween box, which is really interesting. So Paper Pumpkin next month is fall motif light is what I'm going to call it. So it's very soft. Oh, Kath, you're a brilliant, brilliant woman. Something fancy. That is exactly it. The font in these is from Something Fancy. And gold star to Kathleen. Yes, because it has that belated birthday sentiment that I really like. The I'm not late, I'm just extending your celebration or whatever. I love that sentiment. So yes, so September's Paper Pumpkin is inspired by Shelley Gardner. And it very much looks like the Paper Pumpkin we got a couple of years ago that was inspired by her. Soft florals with a very pale pumpkin in there. Gold. It's really cute. It's not mailable, so they are not mailable envelopes. They are bags, they're little treat bags and little note cards that I think can slip either on the bag or in the bag. So I think they're like a fold over style. If you haven't watched the video on the Paper Pumpkin Demonstrator Connection, just go ahead and watch that. Yes. And I think, for those of us who are diehard Halloweeny people, I am sad about it, but I would agree, Kathleen, there is some terrific Halloween in the catalog. And I think that this will have some versatility to it, honestly. You could give welcome back treats, fall treats, Thanksgiving, place setting treats. Like they're pretty usable and they don't scream fall or Thanksgiving. It's very subtle. And then the other piece to this month is the add-on for Paper Pumpkin, which is the large journal that has some stickers at the front. For those of us who are journal and planner junkies, it's beautiful. And yes, and I'm sure that we'll get it. It's large though, just, the scale of it's pretty big. And so, but I do think it would make a lovely gift, nice teacher gift, neighbor gift, friend gift, mom gift, whatever. But it's large. So it's 8 by 10. So it is large. Like look at Shelley Gardner when she's writing on it in the picture, the promo picture, and you're like, oh, okay. Like it is sizable, which is nice if you're going to have it on your desk or something, right? Not nice if you're trying to like tuck it in your purse or something. It's not a purseable thing. So, Oh, okay. Um, so just, keep that in mind when you're looking at that piece. Um, Pretty. And the stickers are really pretty. So, I think I'm going to be using the bags as teacher treats. I usually do something before Thanksgiving because by then the teachers are really lagging. And they need something before Thanksgiving, I feel like, to send them off onto happy place. So I will use them for a teacher treat. Um, and then we have the new catalog. So we're still in the pre-order period right now. We have two swap things going on. We have a shoebox swap for those of you who are local that won't happen until October 1st. Is that correct? October 1st. Yeah. And then for those, that's a good question. Anita said that she hadn't gotten her catalog in the mail. I got mine about a week ago. Um, so I thought that was interesting that she hadn't gotten hers. Um, I would normally recommend that you call Stampin' Up, but now I don't recommend that. I always think email is probably the best strategy, especially for something like this that doesn't need you to hang on the phone. If the chat has opened back up and you can hop on the chat real quick, great. If not, just send an email to ds@stampinup.com and say, hey, I haven't got my catalog yet. They usually ask you to wait until the 25th or so, I think, to do that. But I don't think it hurts to go ahead and email now. So anybody else waiting on their catalog, or has everyone else gotten their paper catalog? Okay, that's interesting. A few folks are reporting that they're getting multiple paper pumpkins, which is an interesting snafu. They have ordered one paper pumpkin and two arrive. Apparently, this happened last month as well. So if any of your paper pumpkin folks reach out to you or you magically get two, congratulations. Please let Stampin' Up know, just email them and be like, hey, I'm one of the people who got double, or one of my customers got double. Definitely something wrong with their new distribution software in the warehouse. So they're working out lots of weird little kinks. But that is one of them. So new catalog, we can pre-order customers, what, September 6th? Is that the date? I'm just trying to remember. Well, I don't even know where my catalog is at this moment. I had it. Okay. So many people tell me. Right now you can get two of all the consumables and one of all the non-consumables. It seems like they're catching up on shipping. So they have recovered from shipping. And I think that there's less of a lag. As of last week, they were almost caught up in North America. And they do have tolerance points for that. So they'll pull in extra help until they reach their tolerance point or whatever. But yes. All right. I think for me, that's all the updates. So this weekend we have Backstage in Las Vegas, which is the leadership retreat. And that will be fun. So Candy and I and Judy Allen are going. There were the three of us who qualified. And so we're going this weekend and we'll be swapping and getting hopefully some good info. And we'll try to, bring back notes and share what we can, of course. So September 6th. Yay, I was right. Woo. Good. All right. Let's see. Any questions about any of that? All right. I think Lisa is going to show us something fun. Hello to everyone else. Patsy, Nancy, hello, hello. George, hey. Off the counter. Counter surfer. All right. So Lisa, do you want me to pin you in your video, my dear?
You can do that.
Okay, let's do that. All right. Can everyone see Lisa nice and big? No. Well, oh, I wonder if because I'm not the host, I can't do that for everyone here. Hold on. Yep, I will figure it out. Don't you worry. Can I do this on a mobile device? Spotlight for everyone. All right, now we can see Lisa nice and big. Excellent. Okay, good.
I don't know what I did now with my finished one. My table is a mess, but
No.
anyway,
We understand, and I'm sure it'll emerge at some point.
let's hope so. If not, I'll look through my cards and find one. Okay, this starts with just simply an 8.5 by 11. And if you go on the short edge and from one corner in, mark 3 inches. And then if you go down to the opposite corner here and mark 3 inches here, you probably can't see my marks. But I've got little marks at 3 inches there and 3 inches there. So about where my fingers are touching. Okay.
Yes.
And then that is small enough to make a diagonal cut. Just mark right close to the edge. And on your paper,
Yeah, hey, you've got a friend there.
make a diagonal cut. I don't have one of those fancy up on the top things.
It's okay.
Okay, and then you'll wind up with 2 pieces like this.
Okay.
So you can actually make 2 cards with 1 sheet of cardstock.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, then you are going to start at the short end and you are going to score at 3 inches. And then score again at 6 3/4. And then your card will fold. I guess white wasn't maybe a good one to do. Kind of like that.
That's cool though.
Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay, so now you're all scored.
Where do you score again? One more time.
3, starting from the short end, you're going to score at 3 inches and then score again at 6 3/4.
Thank you.
Nice.
And it's going to look like that.
Will this fit in a standard envelope, Lisa?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Yeah, fits in a standard envelope. Okay, then to get what you're going to have 3 different panels here that you're going to put a DSP on. This one right here on the front, this one here, and then this one here. So if it helps you, just mark a little X with a pencil or something so you know which ones you're putting your DSP on. Okay, you're going to need 3 different DSPs. And I just used these old ones from the, I don't know, I guess it was in Celebration, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah. Okay. And the smallest one is 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. The middle size one is 3 1/2 by 4 1/4. 3.5 by 4.25. And then the largest one is 4 by 5.25. Okay. Now, the tricky part is getting that angle cut here so that it's just right on this piece of paper. And the trick to that is to take your DSP, your little piece, and line it up with the fold and line up the top edge of it with the very top of, well, let's see here, very top of the piece of paper here.
Mm.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
So and then it'll look like this on the front. So you have a border here, and those are, you know, roughly the same, not quite, pretty close. Depending on however you're good at it, and I needed to lay it down to do it. You can either take your scissors, or if you lay it down and draw a line down that diagonal right there. And then you can trim it off with your trimmer or with your scissors. I did my scissors. And then when you go to put it on card front, you've got a nice even border on all four sides.
Wow. Nice.
Pretty darn close. You're going to do the same thing with the middle one. Make sure that you don't put it here, that you put it where you have that X.
Hmm.
And again, the top corner of your, whoops, I'm gonna go this way. The top corner of your DSP goes right at the top where that fold is, and you scoot it over to the edge.
Wonderful. Nice.
And then that one, I just folded that in front, opened this up, and then I drew my line right there.
Make sure you mute yourself, everybody. Thank you.
And then just, I'm trimming it with my scissors.
Nice.
And then your third piece, which is your 4 by 5.25. Again, in order to cut that diagonal, just put the top edge. It's going to go all the way to the flat edge of your paper. And all the way up. And then just draw your line. Or if you're good at holding and snipping, you can do that. But I'm not good at holding and snipping because every time I try it, I move my paper. And then I have a crooked cut. Stand up. That was goofy.
Did you put glue on the wrong side?
Put the glue on the wrong side.
Of course.
So put your paper where you want to put it.
Uh-huh.
You're gluing on the right side before you put it on there. That is, besides getting the angle cut just right, that's kind of tricky too, is getting it turned the right way. Oh no, I had it on the right side. I just put it on the wrong side of my paper. Duh. Okay, we'll go back to there. Okay.
No worries.
Now we've got it going to there. Got a nice little border around there.
Nice.
And then we're going to fold it shut. And our middle one is going to go right there. And then you get that. And then
Nice.
fold one more time. That's the side. Gosh, I even wrote on the side I was supposed to glue, duh. And then this one goes on the little front panel. Let go. And
I like,
then
yeah, I like this fold because you see a lot of the paper. Like I think sometimes when you have a Z fold or some, like you don't, the paper doesn't, I don't know. I feel like,
it's all the same height.
yeah. And so I like that it has the alternating heights. And I also like that it comes in and that front panel is kind of smaller. And so instead of going side to side, so I think that's really cool.
So let me
See if you can find your sample.
just one sec.
The one that inspired me. So, well, and then I'll show you guys in a minute the oh look, it's George's best friend. I'll show you the card that I made that got me. I think that Lisa's sample inspired me, and so it got my mind turning. I'll have to show you guys what I made with it with that masterfully made mountain paper. But I think Lisa's fold is what got me thinking about this back, I think in June. So
It's been a while that I showed it to everybody.
yeah, Lisa, do you remember what it's called? Patsy was asking. I mean, it's a trifold, but
It is a trifold, but I don't remember that it had a specific name. Gosh,
name.
I don't think I sent that.
A Z fold. Yeah, but
Yes.
it's an interesting Z fold. Like I don't know that
I put it away in my bath in my drawer.
that's funny.
Okay. What I
Oh
did
yeah.
was on the front. And then that's open. I mean, if you wanted, you could write something in there, but then you've got the inside with you are amazing.
It's so cute. That font is really cute with that little bird. That's super cute. I love that.
I like that little bird's eye view. And I made her glasses or his glasses a different, contrasting color. So it just kind of makes it fun and funky.
I
And then
love that.
put a little gem.
I know. I love the gem. Is so cute. I love the gem on the inside. That's so cute. That's a
But-
great card.
That card.
That's awesome. So if you'll, will you post a picture of the original card in our group? And then, oh no, Glenda, your HVAC is down. Oh heavens. Oh no. Yeah, now's not the time for the HVACs to go down. And then we'll, if you want to post it, or you can send me a picture and I wrote down all the measurements and stuff so I can type them up, or you can post it with the measurements, whatever you want.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I think everybody would love that. So maybe that'll be our creative challenge this month, is that before the next meeting, everybody needs to make one of these and we'll try to post pictures. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Well, and I just use the card stock here rather than another DSP.
Yeah, sometimes, if there's not a one that looks good with it, right? I mean,
Well, and I don't think I had everything to make one that size. This is my favorite colors in this paper set. And so I pretty much had used it up. So.
Yeah, I've used up those colors too. So that's awesome. Okay, we'll make that our creative challenge for the month. And then I'll put everybody into like a separate drawing for that. So Lisa, post it as a creative challenge, like just write like creative challenge at the top or something. And I'll yeah, that'll be fun. We can call it a Z gatefold. I like it. Z gatefold. It's like the Italian or French gatefold. Z gatefold. Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but it's amazing and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So yay, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Now I have to figure out how to like get us off of this situation. Remove spotlight. Okay, there we go. It's always a challenge, y'all. It's always all right. Can I? No, not what I wanted to do. Spotlight. All right, we're gonna go back to here. Whoa, hey there. Go on a trip with me, please. Hello, George. Do you want to make yourself known?
Yeah, Tripper went and laid down his palette. Hi, George.
Mhm. I wish you'd come lay
Weather.
down, Alex. Yeah, just lay down, buddy. Just lay down. You got this. You're good. Let me show you guys what I made. Because Lisa got me, Lisa's card got me excited. And so I have to show you this one. So this is that mountain paper from the Masterfully Made. And I wanted the mountains to kind of do the same thing, right? Where she had them. Yeah. So this is actually a lot easier than it looks. It's just in my mind, I was like, I will make this one. And so then I had to mess around with it. So what it is you you have the 12-inch piece, and I did this on a note card. So this is note card size, but you just score, for your first line. So for a note card, it's just 5 by 3.5. And then you take the piece of paper and you just manually fold it back and forth, right? So you've got your folds. And then to go with that ripped paper look, because I really like the ripped paper, we actually just ripped it by hand. So we just came in and just ripped the mountain, and we ripped 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 and we ripped. And then we got here, we just ripped up, right? So this is a little bit of a softer edge. And then what's cool is that this side says you're a great friend, and this side said thank you. So now when someone has it on their mantle, right now they've got this, but you still have the card, you have the inside of the card to write a note, right? So because what I wanted it to be able to sit on a mantle and look really cool, right? So like when it sits, it's pretty neat because it's got all the layers, but it's just one sheet of paper, folded neatly. But it looks pretty cool. So
Can you put that one on the page
Yeah.
too?
yeah,
So
happy
that's
to.
all paper. There's nothing behind the mountains per se.
No, this is
Okay.
just
Is
one.
it pretty sturdy?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I feel like it sits really well,
Cool.
like
That's really great.
yeah, it's really fun. The mountain paper really inspired me in that set. Like I was like, oh, I really like that mountain paper. And I wanted to do something that showcased the whole piece. And you guys know how I am about that. Like whenever there's a scene, I want to be able to fold the paper or get it so that you can see like the farmers, like the animals, right? I wanted to be able to see the whole barnyard or, the whole mountain range. And so I'm always trying to figure out ways to fold the DSP. For this score,
Wow.
when you score this DSP, you just have to be really light, right? So just be careful, right? And then this score is hand folded. So like I just literally like folded it back and then just kind of, rubbed it. I think I rubbed it with a bone folder. And then this one is also just bone folded. So these aren't I didn't use the scoring blade on these other two. So, just be careful. It's DSP, and some of our DSP is a little bit stronger. And this was actually pretty sturdy. It was fun to rip it. Nancy, did you come to that class? You might have come to that class. It was a little scary to rip DSP, I think, but there's always like there's always that moment, but I think it turned out really nice. So yes, I will happily post this on our page for sure. So well, good. Other questions about like Stampin' Up, what we've got going on? We had the kit sale is still happening. And some of those kits, including the brand new festive tags kit, is on sale. Really good prices. So, if you're thinking about hosting a kit class or something in the future, and you want to get some kits, kits are cash and carry as well. So I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to raise a hand. Who's doing a craft fair this fall? Anybody doing a craft fair? 1, 2. Let's see, anybody else? Okay. So I know a couple of us are doing craft fairs or markets, and kits are cash and carry. So they're one of the items that you can just sell. including old paper pumpkin kits. So they count as well. So, you know, you're always welcome to sell those as is at markets. Um, and, um, and then I also think kits are a nice way if you're doing a craft fair and you want to add to your inventory, like, you know, you need more Christmas cards or you need more whatever, making up the kit cards and selling them at craft fairs. I mean, it's a great way to add to your inventory quickly and for not a lot of pain or stress or money. So, and a lot of us are, you know, looking for the easy button sometimes, on that. Especially that Christmas card kit that has the gold in it and the little cinnamon sticks and stuff. That one actually sells very well at markets. I sold through all of my cards like that last year. So I'm going to get another kit like that this year just because it was really popular last year. So, it's the one that says orange, you glad it's Christmas or whatever. And it has like an orange and then it has the cinnamon sticks. It's cute. It's a cute kit. Good. Okay. Let's do who, oh, this is going to be harder because I'm signed out. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unspotlight myself and then I think whoever's talking will go to the top. So, if you have a card that you want to show, any questions before we go to that? Questions, comments, concerns?
Any suggested wording if one of our customers brings up the recent news with the family? What are they recommending leaders tell their teams to say?
Yeah, I mean, they're just saying, yeah, all they're saying is like, it's a family matter. It's not a business matter. And that's it, you know? I think it's super tragic, and super sad. But it has nothing to do with the business. So, that's what I've said. And I'm not getting any flack. And I haven't had anybody say anything. I think some of the bigger demos are, but they use things like filters on there. So like if people are mentioning certain things in messaging or on comments, you can actually filter for certain keywords, which I didn't know you could do. And so Patty Bennett posted about that in the leaders group and said, hey, you might want to, if you're getting any issue, if you're getting any flack, you might want to do this. And so I thought that was useful. I'm not. So at this point, I'm not going to go through the effort until something happens, I guess. But yeah, a few of them have, but I would say maybe 5 to 10 out of thousands so far. You know what I mean? Like I really haven't heard a lot of, people who are seeking out, or, doing that. So, yeah. So, I mean, she's been the farthest removed person from the business, over the years and the farthest removed from the family as well, honestly. So, so I think that it's not, I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet. So, and that makes me happy. So, and I don't think we're seeing a lot. So, but, yeah. Other.
I have two things. One, I could use some extra prayers. I had a rubber band snap in my shoulder this morning. So it hurts quite a bit. I don't know what that is yet. And I'm not like I really want to drag my foot, my non-weight bearing leg to the doctor's office. So yeah, that's kind of a setback for me. And I had a question for you, Melissa. Had you seen where Patty Bennett or Gail lost their blog? Their blog was removed. What do you remember what one she was using?
It's a
She
very
lost
good.
7 years of work.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I saw the post come across in the leaders group that happened. And I don't know what the resolution was to that. Let me look and see.
I had
Uh,
checked on what she had posted and I thought it said, obviously she doesn't have it right now, but I hadn't heard her publish anything yet.
Yeah, let me see.
God, that was awful. I was like, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, and she relies on hers a
She
lot.
really does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting
Uh,
ready to work on a PDF to get from her from that luminary that I
oh,
wanted I can still get it. That's where I had saw it was because of her blog.
yeah, let me see. It was Gail Ellis. Yeah,
That's
Gail
it.
Ellis. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she was using Blogger. Uh,
That's a pretty popular one, isn't it?
it is. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and she was like, I hate blogging anyway, so maybe this was, God's sign that I should stop. Which was
Oh,
funny.
how
Quite,
sad.
quite the detour. Genevieve Coe said it happened to her twice.
Wow.
She has Blogger as well. She said she submitted a review thing and it all came back.
Oh, so it's back up?
Well, that was Genevieve Coe.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Something, of course, it was legit. Trying to see if she got resolution to it. I don't see a resolution to it. But yeah, but it's Blogger, so just
Which
FYI.
one are you using?
I use Weebly.
Weebly. Okay.
Yeah, and Aweber is the other big one that a lot of people use. So that stinks. I mean, it's interesting that a couple of people have had issues with Blogger. I
Yeah,
want to,
tell me.
oh yeah, I want to think Candy was on Word. I think Candy was on
Press.
Blogger and now she's on
Ah,
WordPress or
that
vice
was
versa.
another one I knew. WordPress is another one.
Yeah, WordPress has been around a long time.
Ah,
So I don't know that I think she's on WordPress now. So
okay.
but yeah, I mean that's one of those things, right? Like having all your eggs in one basket sometimes is a treacherous place to be, right? Because
Yeah,
you
but
you
even so, just like, just removing it, period. Deleting it, or whatever they do. Golly. No
yeah.
room for recourse or,
Well, I think it was blocked, but I don't think it was deleted.
oh,
Uh,
that would be good to hear.
yeah, so I think that, and that's what happened to Genevieve Co. is they were able to get it back. So, I
Okay.
mean, nothing really ever goes anywhere, right? I mean,
You
like,
would think.
when you actually delete something on your computer, it's usually still there somewhere, So,
I
uh,
just don't know where to find that though.
well, yes, I mean, that's a whole different ball of wax, right? Like, whether we could find it and recover it.
I'm like, oh,
Uh,
hell no.
Yes, but yeah, and I know that, Terry's Facebook drama has definitely, I mean, has got everybody, I mean, time to change your passwords, people. Update your passwords. Two-factor
Yeah, and
authentication.
even that two-factor. I was shocked when the person who took over account commented on my post. That
Yeah,
freaked me out. I was
yeah,
like, oh God, we gotta block and
yeah,
delete.
yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I guess it's seen as a compliment that she was, targeted. And, I just knew it wasn't her when like she started posting about her Bitcoin certificate. And I was like, that is not the Terry Lynn I know. Like,
But the verbiage sounded like her. That was what's so wild. I went, oh my God, they like studied her, and got it,
it
I was like,
was hilarious. Oh my gosh.
That was
So
sad. That was very sad. I know it's
yeah,
sad for her.
yes, the tech times are tough for sure. And anytime you venture into this, right, it's going to be wild. All right. Well, who
Yep.
has a card or a project that they would like to show us? Anybody got some magic to show us?
I just
I guess,
have a comment
yeah,
on your
Linda.
on your customer pages and whatnot. Make sure you have more than one admin, especially if you have those pages linked to your personal page, because I don't know, there you are. 3 years ago or 2 years ago, somebody took over my whole account, took it away from me, and I couldn't get it back. And therefore I lost all of my customer pages because I was the only admin. So now I have 2 to 3 admins on everything I have. Because
That's
if you
smart.
don't, and they take it over, you've lost not only your personal page, but everything attached to it.
Which is what happened to Terry. So
Yeah.
So well, that's a good note. Thanks, Linda. I appreciate that. Elena, do you have something to show us?
Yes, I do.
Yay.
I've been playing with the pumpkins. They're my favorite right now.
Oh, cute with that paper.
Yeah, can everybody see?
Very pretty.
Thank you. Okay, so then I have another one.
Cool.
Oh, I love that one. Oh, that's cute.
And then I've just been generally making some playing with the papers and layouts for this new paper, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't remember, but Meadow, no, I don't know. Do you like the new punch, the modern oval?
Yeah,
It seems to fit some sentiments well.
yeah, it does. That's what I got.
Nice. It seemed really fat, and so I was kind of worried,
It-
but
Yeah, I mean, I pulled that, I pulled this as an old set, but
yeah,
it just fit and popped real good.
yeah.
It
And
looks better in use than it did just
and then
blank,
you can
you
add,
know?
you can put your sentiment a little bit higher and put a bow,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
or if you use little ones, you could always put some rhinestones.
Yep.
So
yeah, yeah. That's good. It's good to see that in use. That was one I was on the fence about too. So, nice, good. All right. Well, I put some extra entries in the door prizes for you. Anybody else have something to show? Patsy Palmer, unmute yourself and
Yes,
then
I did. The it's a triangular.
nice. I love it.
And it has a paper, both edges there. And then this one
That's pretty.
is just a space in between, and you can flip your sides to be the back side of the paper or the top to give it a little diversity.
Nice. That's pretty. Yes, my senior group asked for sympathy cards, and I was like, I don't wanna. I was like, but if you make me, I guess I will. My least favorite kind of card to make. So
That's interesting. I feel like the card that I make the most of and people appreciate the most, even though it's sad and hard to make. For those of you who are on or see the prayer post, that's I think Rochelle is now doing on the Southern Sweet Stampers. Some of you guys may recall that I had a friend who was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in 4 different of her organs. She unfortunately did pass in at the very end of June, and we had our celebration of life earlier in the month.
Oh, I'm so
44
sorry, Kathleen.
Yeah, so it's been really tough. but that was one of those where the individual who got the sympathy card was very touched and moved. So don't underestimate the power of sympathy cards, even though they
Oh.
might suck and are hard to make and that might not be your favorite.
But they're
Um,
the most meaningful.
they are definitely the most meaningful.
Yep.
And on that same topic, I have kind of come to terms, for those of you who aren't as familiar with my Stamping Up story, I signed up to be a demo in January of 2020, right before the pandemic hit and rocked our world. And I've kind of come to terms that the way that I originally set out that I was going to be successful as a demonstrator and run my business is not really what's working out anymore. So I've kind of given myself a very hard deadline on making some moves and some tough decisions on whether or not this is something that I want to stick out. And so by the end of September, I was going through some of my Stamping Up stuff, and I have from our retreat last year, October, I started a project for some pet sympathy, sending healing wishes, or sending healing hugs, because I had just lost my dog, and I had gotten some sympathy pet cards, and they really meant a lot to me. So I thought, what better way for me to try and make an impact and reach out to some different people than to partner up with some local vet hospitals and veterinary centers. So I've given myself until the end of September to finish these cards and take them to 2 different places to see if I get any takers, and see what happens. The worst they can say is thanks, but no thanks. But the best thing that I could say is we'd like to place an order for some of them, or we might not want to have them in our store, but we're happy to get a couple to give to some people and see what the response is and kind of go from there. I know it's a tricky time and the economy is not super great right now, so I'm not holding my breath, but I do have to realize that I can't keep just being an Amazon warehouse and buying stamp stuff and not doing anything with them. So this is my accountability, whatever you want to call it, that I am giving myself that deadline to the end of September to kind of make those moves and see what happens. And then we'll see kind of where the next step takes me from there. So.
Hey, show us the card, Kathleen, because I don't think everybody's seen that card. A few of us saw you making them.
They're not
but
completely done. The ones that I have finished, I've already given out to people who've lost their dogs. But it says Sealing Hearts. It's going to be on a piece of cardstock that has the rainbow paper on it. And then there's the silhouette in black of a cat punch or the dog punch. So it's a very more simple card. And I think just not a crazy design. I was trying to be resourceful with my materials and not spend a lot of paper or adhesive assembling them, but also make the wow factor somewhat of appealing. So it's like the clouds like kind of falling, going along the lines of like a rainbow crossing the rainbow bridge type of thing. So I had a whole bunch of that paper. And so I'll share a picture in September on what the cards look like that I take, and I'll keep you guys posted on my response for those of you who care. So thanks for letting me share.
we
I wish
all
we-
care.
Somewhere else to think about are grooming shops.
Oh, okay.
Groomers.
Yeah,
My
where someone would take their pet to get shaved or groomed. Okay.
has
Yeah, that's a good
store
idea.
with it. And I took some cards to her one day when I was picking my dog up from the groomer and asked her if it was something that she might find, nice to carry in her shop. And she bought a bunch of cards from me. And then
I love that.
another time she said, do you think you can do like welcome new puppy cards? So I made
love that.
welcome new puppy cards. And then
Yeah.
she asked me if I would come and teach a class at Christmas time.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm gonna do something, probably with the dog punches. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Thanks for
So,
sharing.
don't limit yourself to just the animal hospitals. Check the groomers out too.
Yeah. That's
And
a
the
great
groomers
call
are
out.
charging a pretty penny right now. I can tell you
gosh.
that. So if anybody's making money, the dogs still have to get cut, and they could really charge whatever they want at this point, I'm pretty sure. So
And we
yeah,
will do anything for our pets. So
it's true. It's true. So
Yeah.
that's a great idea. So
Good luck with that.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
love all those brave moves, man. Anybody else have a card to share? Anything else exciting happening? You found your glasses? That's good, Jill. So, okay, I'm gonna draw some prizes then. Let's do it.
I gotta let my dog.
Okay, that's okay. We're here. I was like, we're here. All right, there we go. All right, so I have some fun gifts that I have unearthed in cleaning processes. So I have the Sunshine and Smiles dies from the Paper Pumpkin in February, the little frog, or March, the little froggy die cut that matches the Paper Pumpkin. That was the set that like sold out. And then I have the Welcome In dies, which is also a coordinating set with the Paper Pumpkin. And then I have some Festive Pearls. There's red up here. You just can't see it. And then I have some tinsel gems. These are fun. They have a little, like little flecks of gold in them. They're very pretty. And then I have the adhesive backed solid gems. So these are more of like a milky, opaque look to them, but it's pecan pie, I don't know what, and lemon lolly, maybe balmy blue. I don't know. And then I have another pack of festive pearls because apparently I went all in. Because you know me, right? Why do I not have 10 of these, right? And then I have a pack of the neutral adhesive back sequins. And I have a pack of the largest snowflakes on the planet, the adhesive back snowflake assortment. Where one snowflake will do you. This is not a 5 snowflake situation. Okay, so I'm gonna lay these out and I'm gonna pull some names and then I'm gonna get my tape runner because if I don't tape it. All right. There we go. All right. First winner. Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. What would you like, Miss Nancy?
Ooh, can I
Ooh.
have the little punch, the first one?
Yeah, the Sunshine and Smiles. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. And I tape them on because if I don't tape your name on and I turn the fan on, then all the papers go everywhere and then I don't know who got what. So, okay, next person. Patsy Palmer, what would you like?
Festive pearls, please.
Festive pearls, my dear. All right, so we still have another set of festive pearls though. We got pearls and pearls and pearls. All right, let's see. Glenda, Miss Glenda, what would you like?
I'll take the biggest snowflakes ever.
Excellent. Yours. Oh, so funny. All right, let's see. Lisa.
What's that other die set?
The welcome in, so it matched with the pottery, what's the
Oh.
blue paper that Patsy was countryside whatever, and that paper pumpkin. Festive pearls.
That one you have your finger on right now. Is that the
Yes.
one that got the little gold flecks in it?
Yes, the tinsel gems.
Yes.
Those are lovely. Okay, moving these out. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Let's see. Kathleen.
Oh, geez. I should have been paying better attention. I didn't have a backup plan. I wanted the snowflakes. Can you go over what the ones that remain are?
So that's the welcome in dies. It matches the paper pumpkin and the countryside in paper.
Yeah.
Festive pearls. These are, what are these called? Adhesive back solid gems. So they have like the copper clay, lemon lolly, balmy blue. And then these are the neutrals backed sequins, but they're really pretty. They're like a copper, maybe a pecan pie, a gold, and like a silvery white. They're kind of pretty.
Okay, I will do the festive pearls, please.
Festive pearls. You got it. All right. Let's see. Does anybody not want a prize? Elena. All right. I'm working. Lisa again. Lisa, would you like
Oh.
something else?
I'll take the ones that have like the copper clay and the
This one or this one?
yeah.
You were like, go left, not right.
Yeah.
All right. And Elena, which one would you like?
I'll take the neutral adhesive back sequence. Thank you.
Yes, those are gorgeous. I think I had a purpose with them, but then I don't know where my purpose went. So, okay, I think everybody got something, which is lovely. So, good job. I will save my welcome in dies for another time. Happy Monday. Happy end of August. I know school has started for all the children everywhere. Marianne is at band camp or band practice right now. So, good times. We've got our organized swap is set up so that all the cards are supposed to get to me by September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, something like that. So a couple weeks you've got for the organized swap. I have gotten Elena's cards and I've gotten Lisa's cards. Lisa sent her cards because I see she's like in Switzerland right now. So, what a tough life. No, her kid's going to school in Switzerland. And so she moved her kid into college there, which is crazy and cool. September 2nd. Yes, I know. Yeah. Patsy, if you're not friends with Lisa Ray on Facebook, go friend her and go look at those pictures because I was like, oh, this looks nice. And then we have our shoebox swap for those of you who, and it's not too late to sign up for the organized swap. If I don't get 20 folks, then you'll just get yours back. So, if we don't have a full house, I've invited some folks from outside of Southern Sweet Stampers to participate too. And I might rally a few more troops and see if I can get a few more folks to join us in that. But you'll make 20 plus one. So you'll make 21 cards for that one. And I just like keeping the number the same because then whether you sent them a month ago or you send them, right before the deadline or you drive them by my house, whatever happens, you're making 21 cards, So, and then, yeah, I mean, we have a paper share. We've got, I know there's a few of us doing the Merry Maker Suite is back for Christmas cards. And then I hope you guys are thinking, if there's a craft fair or something you can do, or if you can partner with somebody. I love that Sarah did the craft fair with a friend and they shared a booth. I'm going to be sharing a booth with someone. One of our craft fairs went up like more than doubled their price, which I was like, okie dokie. So I have chosen an outdoor booth, which would not be my preference. And I'm splitting it with someone because it's just not reasonable. There's not enough traffic at that fair to pay that much. So I've got a couple craft fairs planned, but not until way late in the season, like Thanksgiving and beyond. So for me, it was important to realize that and say, okay, well, I don't need to make a bunch of Halloween things or Thanksgiving things because nobody's going to be buying those at fairs, right? Like I'm only making those things for personal reasons or like to teach at the senior center or something. And that one senior center, they love Halloween beyond belief, y'all. Like you would not believe how excited they are to make Halloween cards and send them to their grandkids. So, don't discount those Halloween cards because they definitely serve a purpose. And then, yeah, I mean, we're rolling into the fall. Hopefully you found something you love in the fall catalog. I think we can all agree the papers are really, really beautiful and are a lot of fun to play with. So, so far I've really enjoyed them all. And the Halloween paper is really cute. So I'm excited to do next month's. Candy messaged me yesterday and she's like, okay, what do you think? And I was like, yes, let's do Halloween. I was like, I'm all in. So I'm excited about that. So, because of this, I now have all the Halloween stamp sets. So you're going to go get the kid from camp? whatever band practice, whatever this thing is. So, yes, it's like band all the time, every day, all day, every day. It's a lot of band, y'all. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording. Let me see. Low power. No. Let's see. We're gonna stop the recording. Stop. Stop.